Guys, my name is Ruben Dante, and today's Thursday, November 12th, and obviously we have lower than expected unemployment reporting this week. It's in the lower 700,000 new unemployment cases this week, whereas in the last couple of months we've had well over 800,000 cases. In the same respect, we saw the impulse move with the news of Pfizer and Moderna's vaccine, and we saw stocks like Dave & Buster's here at play move up to a 49.85%. And for that reason, I do like to index my watch list by percentage move and have alarms on these things because it can provide some of the best opportunities in terms of being able to short or look at the supply and demand in that range whenever things like this happen. However, all things considered, they obviously did pull back, and part of the reason is obviously with the great news of Pfizer and Moderna, there's also some mixed messaging regarding the effectivity and the turnaround time and release for these vaccines. So the great thing about the news is that it's a great way for the market to move, and part of the reason I am doing this video right now is because I'm still holding on to Apple and to NEO for obvious reasons. Today NEO had a great up move day, and this account I have 200 or so shares of it. And Apple is in a unique position, in my opinion, because the tech sector has been the leading sector since COVID for obvious reasons. More people are staying at home and what have you. However, stocks like Zoom and a lot of these other stocks that have astronomical gains during this time, in my opinion, are a little bit exuberant because of these particular times. And so with the alleged sector rotation that we're supposed to be seeing, Apple's a really great unique category because it is a tech stock, but it has hardware, software, subscriptions, and it's a little bit of safe haven because it is on the S&P 500 and is a leader in the NASDAQ. And so with that, looking at Apple, we saw that it had a significant pullback, even though it had better than expected earnings, allegedly because the iPhone 12 Pro Max, because the iPhone 12 Pro Max had delayed a release. Obviously, they reported lower iPhone sales for the quarter, but again, that was because of the supply chain. And something that I noticed whenever this happened is because is that it came down to demand here around this time, but it didn't quite penetrate the previous pivot low, and we can see higher highs and higher lows develop during this time. So if we look back at the low of when this happened, which was 107, which is right around the time that I flipped some of my options, and I have a very specific strategy. I'm not going to go into that in this video, but if we look into the hourly candles, we can kind of see that it didn't quite touch the previous pivot fill around this price. So we can see that last time price was here was this big blue candle, and then prices came in, and then new buyers came in with a higher wick, and then it retested this wick. But if we go even into the 15-minute, we see this gap up, and then price never quite coming down there again, at least down to fill this. And so because of the significant pullback during the time, and because of the beating expectations, but the bad news being predicated on something that would be obvious, which is a delayed release of the iPhone, I found this to be a good time to recapture a new break even and accumulate all of those compounding gains that my long leg had, during that time. And so I do believe that holding on to Apple right now is something that I will be looking at closely, especially during this time zone and this time frame. So looking at today, we can see here that it's kind of dancing with, I'm going to go back to the hourly time frame, and we can see here that is breaking down beneath this potential supply area here. However, we are seeing higher highs and higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. I do want to see Apple clear this. If it continues to break down around here, I would be a little bit more weary of a downfall here. And so here there was more sellers and buyers, and so price started to break down around this area. So I will keep an eye on that, and depending on that pattern formation as it develops, see where that goes. with that, I'm still holding on to NEO. I love it. And nothing I say is a buy, sell, or hold recommendation. You can lose all or more of your money trading the financial markets. This is simply for entertainment purposes only. You must be proficient and read your broker disclaimer before you engage in any aspect of the financial markets. I'm proficient for 10 years. So with that said, nothing I say is a recommendation for you to partake in the same, especially with these very complex option strategies that I have myself developed. So with that said, guys, sending you guys so much love and light. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.